ready to become the best version of yourself.
Who isn't?
Well, today we're diving deep into how AI and XR are changing the game for self-improvement.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how these technologies are becoming like...
Powerful allies.
Yeah, exactly. Powerful allies in this whole journey we're all on, right?
To be better, to level up.
Exactly.
So for anyone hearing those acronyms and wondering,
Yeah, good point.
AI is artificial intelligence, basically computer systems that are getting really good
Scarily good.
at learning and making decisions, kind of like we do.
Right, but way faster.
And XR is expanded reality, which includes all the cool immersive stuff like
VR, AR.
exactly virtual reality, augmented reality, creating these digital worlds that you can really feel like you're a part of.
Yeah, it's a whole other level of experience.
But enough with the tech definitions. Let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, how can this stuff actually help us?
Right. How can AI and XR actually help you reach your goals?
Well, I think one of the most impactful areas is personalized feedback.
Okay, I'm listening.
I mean, think about it. You know all that traditional self-help advice.
Yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
It's often so generic, right?
One size fits all. Doesn't always fit.
Exactly. But AI changes that. It actually uses your data to create a truly customized experience.
So it's like having a personal coach in your pocket.
It's even better than that because it's 24/7.
Oh, true. Always there for you no matter what time it is.
No matter how many times you fall off track.
Speaking of falling off track,
Yeah.
I feel like motivation's a big one, right?
Finch.
Like you can have all the best tools and tech in the world, but if you're not motivated...
It's a non-starter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how can AI help with that?
AI is really good at breaking down these big, scary goals into smaller, much more manageable steps.
Okay, so it's less overwhelming.
Right. And when something feels less overwhelming, it actually feels achievable.
And when it feels achievable...
You're way more likely to actually stick with it.
Which is the whole point.
Exactly. And studies have actually shown that, having this kind of personalized feedback and support, it can actually significantly increase people's adherence to those programs.
The fitness programs. Or just like any kind of self-improvement thing.
All of it. AI can provide that constant encouragement, that accountability that a lot of us need, honestly, to help us stay on track.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Even when things get tough.
Especially when things get tough.
Yeah, that's when I usually give up. I remember trying to learn Spanish a while back.
Oh, yeah.
And I just gave up because it felt too much, too overwhelming.
Right. I get that.
If I had like an AI tutor guiding me through it.
Yeah, breaking it down into those bite-sized pieces.
Yeah. I bet I would have stuck with it.
I think a lot of people can relate to that. We get all excited about a new goal and then life happens and we lose momentum.
And then the guilt sets in.
Totally. But AI can help us bridge that gap between, what we want to do and actually doing it.
Love that. Okay, so we've talked about AI, but where does XR come into this? It seems like AI is doing it, most of the heavy lifting here.
Well, XR enhances the whole experience.
Okay, how so?
It creates these immersive environments, and those can really boost your engagement, your motivation. I mean, think about it.
Okay, thinking.
Would you be more likely to work out if you could be, I don't know, cycling through a virtual rainforest? Or
oh my God, yes.
Or practicing public speaking in front of a virtual audience.
Okay, that one, maybe not. That still sounds terrifying. But
you get the idea.
Yeah, it sounds way more fun than just staring at a screen or like talking to myself in the mirror.
Right.
Which is what I usually do.
Right, exactly. And it's not just about, making things fun. It's also about using XR to create safe spaces.
Okay, I like that, safe spaces.
For practicing those skills, that might be really challenging for you, or even confronting fears.
Yeah, I can see that. Like somebody who has, say, social anxiety could use VR to practice social interactions, right?
In a controlled environment.
Yeah, before they have to do it in the real world. Wow, that's powerful. It seems like the possibilities are kind of endless,
They really are. It's almost like AI is the brains of the operation, and then XR is like the experience enhancer.
Love that analogy.
And when those two work together, they create this like synergy that can really revolutionize the way we think about self-improvement.
That's amazing. So we've talked about personalized feedback, motivation, XR. What else is out there?
Oh, we're just getting started. We haven't even touched on the impact of AI and XR on mental health and well-being yet. And it's not just, limited to fitness or learning some new skill.
Right.
AI and XR, they're also making a big impact on like mental health and well-being.
That's right. I've actually heard about apps that use AI to like provide personalized therapy and mindfulness exercises.
Exactly.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, these apps, they can analyze your mood, your sleep patterns. They can even like analyze your voice to tailor the experience to your specific needs.
Wow. So it really is like having a therapist in your pocket.
In a way, yeah.
That's pretty wild.
But, and this is important, these apps, they shouldn't replace traditional therapy,
No.
for serious mental health conditions, but they can be a really valuable tool for managing stress, improving mood, and even like developing those healthy coping mechanisms.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who are, I think, intimidated by traditional therapy or, maybe they just don't have access to it.
Right, for whatever reason.
So these apps could really help bridge that gap.
Exactly. And then XR can take things a step further.
Oh, how
So it can create like these immersive environments that promote like relaxation and mindfulness.
Okay, give me an example.
So imagine meditating, right?
Yeah.
But you're on a virtual beach.
Oh, nice.
With the sounds of the waves crashing around you.
That sounds so relaxing.
And it's all guided by an AI that understands your emotional state.
Wow. That's next level.
It is pretty amazing.
I could definitely use some of that in my life.
I think we all could.
Okay, but let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about career development.
Okay, yeah.
I know AI is already being used in, like, hiring and recruitment.
Right.
But how can it help individuals, like, advance their careers?
So AI can analyze your skills, your experience, even your career goals.
Okay.
To recommend, like, personalized learning paths and even job opportunities. That would be a good fit.
So it's like having a career counselor who's constantly on the lookout for you.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it can be so overwhelming to try and figure out, what skills to learn or which career path to pursue.
Especially nowadays, right?
Yeah, especially with the job market constantly changing.
Right, exactly.
It's like, where do you even begin?
Yeah, it's a lot. But AI can take out, like, the guesswork.
I like that. No more guessing.
Right. And it provides you with these data-driven insights to help you make informed decisions.
Data-driven decisions.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
And then XR can come in and create like really realistic simulations.
Okay, what kind of simulation?
Like for practicing job interviews.
So interesting.
Presentations, any work-related skills, really.
So instead of just like reading about a concept, you can actually like experience it in a virtual environment.
Exactly. And this kind of immersive learning can be much more effective than like traditional methods.
And I bet it helps build confidence too.
Absolutely.
This is all so fascinating. It seems like AI and XR are like opening up this whole new world of possibilities for self-improvement.
I think so too.
But where do you see all of this going in the future? Like, what's next?
Well, I believe we're only just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Oh, come on. Tell me more.
So in the future, we could see AI-powered personal growth ecosystems.
What does that even mean?
So imagine, like, all aspects of your well-being integrated.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Imagine a team of AI assistants working together. So you have a fitness coach, a nutritionist, a therapist, a career advisor, like all working together.
Whoa, your own personal dream team.
To help you achieve all your goals.
That sounds incredible.
And with all the advancements in wearable technology.
Right.
These AI assistants, they could provide real-time feedback and support throughout your entire day.
So it's like having this constant companion who's always looking out for your best interests, helping you become the best version of yourself.
Exactly. And as these technologies continue to, evolve, I think they'll become even more accessible.
Oh, I hope so.
And affordable, which is great, right? It makes self-improvement more attainable for everyone.
I love that.
It's really exciting to think about.
That's a really inspiring vision.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it all unfolds in the, years to come.
Me too.
But before we get too carried away with the future,
right,
let's bring it back to the present. What can our listeners do today to start incorporating AI and XR into their, self-improvement journey?
That's a great question. I would say the first step is just to be curious.
Curious.
Yeah, be curious and, explore all the different apps and platforms that are available. I mean, there's so much out there, from fitness trackers to meditation apps, language learning programs, you name it.
So just start experimenting and see what works best.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to try different things. What works for one person may not work for another, so you got to find the tools that really resonate with you.
And your goals.
Exactly.
That's great advice. And I think it's important to remember that technology is just a tool.
Absolutely. AI and XR, they can provide incredible support and guidance, but ultimately, It's up to you to do the work, to stay committed to your goals.
Well said.
Huh.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to encourage our listeners to really embrace the power of AI and XR for self-improvement. These technologies, I mean, they're truly revolutionizing the way we approach personal growth. They're offering personalized feedback, support, guidance like we've never seen before.
And remember, the journey of self-improvement, it's ongoing.
Yeah.
There's always room for growth and development. And with the help of AI and XR, we can all, strive to become those best versions of ourselves.
It's really been eye-opening talking about all this.
Yeah.
It seems like AI and XR aren't just, changing how we approach this whole self-improvement thing.
Right.
They're changing what's even possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what's so exciting about it. We're like breaking down these barriers that used to hold us back.
Yeah, exactly. Like limits we just thought we had to live with.
And it's making self-improvement more accessible, more engaging for everyone.
Okay, so as we move into this future, this future of personalized self-improvement,
Right.
What stands out to you as like the most impactful part of all this?
I think for me, it's the potential to really cater to individual needs. We talked about personalized learning, fitness plans, even mental health support.
Right. Yeah.
It's really like having this tailor-made guide for every part of your journey.
No more cookie-cutter solutions.
Exactly.
It's incredible to think that AI can analyze all this data, to pinpoint exactly what you need to succeed.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing when you think about it.
No more generic advice that may or may not apply. This is all about you.
And that's where the magic happens.
Okay, I love that, the magic. But with all this talk about the amazing potential, are there any areas where we need to be a little cautious?
That's a good question.
Anything that makes you, pause and think?
One thing that comes to mind is just our reliance on technology.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
These tools can be so helpful, but it's important to remember that they are just that. Tools, they shouldn't replace our own, efforts, motivation, and just the human connection that's so vital to growth.
Yeah, you're totally right. It's like using a GPS.
Yeah.
Right. It can show you the way, but you still have to drive the car.
Exactly.
We can't just passively consume self-improvement content and expect to magically transform.
Unfortunately not. It would be nice, though.
It would. So it's about finding that balance,
Right.
leveraging all this amazing tech, but also staying grounded in our own values, intuition, and those real-world experiences that really shape us.
It's a good reminder that self-improvement is an inner journey.
I love that, an inner journey.
Technology can support us, but it's up to each of us to do the work, face those challenges, and embrace the growth that comes from that.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into AI and XR for self-improvement,
Yes.
I want to leave our listeners with a sense of, optimistic possibility.
The future is full of potential. And these technologies, they're giving us the tools to unlock that potential like never before.
It's exciting.
It is. But the real power lies within each of us.
I love that.
Our willingness to learn, to grow, to embrace this incredible journey of self-discovery.
So to our amazing listeners, keep exploring, keep pushing your boundaries, and never stop believing in your ability to achieve your dreams.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The future of self-improvement is bright, and it's yours to shape.